Joking around again, joking around again. I guess, of course I am, you know. Why not, you know? As I said in my first video, I was doing a lot of exercise, that's lifting stuff around, and organized machine tools, which is rather demanding, you know, but very good for musculature. So what should I talk about? Oh, the Donald. We all love the Donald. He's a big clown. It's a, I've seen so much, you know, on him and the news stuff going on. It's absolutely astounding. He's quite a character, and how many criminal things he's done so far? I don't know. Pretty sad, isn't it? As I said, there's no statesman left. But anyway, it's just one of those things that's very transitory in time, and years will pass, and hundreds of years will pass, millions of years will pass. It's just the way it is, right? Right. That's the way it is, I tell you that right now. Oh, wow, wow. So, nothing really bombastic today. That's yours truly talking a blue streak. Yak, yak, yak. Little Johnny Yacky. Yacky, tacky, tacky, yacky. Johnny Tacky Wacky, and I'm me, Tacky Wacky. I was inspired to say something, wasn't I? To keep them short because I boring. These videos are pretty boring, and my handle name is so long that people get out of breath talking about it. You know, it's just long handle Johnny. I think I'd with lipstick. I think it'd be pretty hot looking. Wouldn't you think? It's a little naughty, hottie person. Oh, a bit of dust in the air. Well, I gotta get lipstick and all the makeup. Because I gotta do the Carla thing. So, I'm getting nylon. Trying to get nylons. What do you think? I should wear nylons? I think I got a pair of good ones. Your little cupcake needs a spanking. Want to give me a spanking? I can ham it up pretty good, I think. Being a Canuck, you know, it's just a little more liberated, you know. No, I don't want to grow up. Not in a million years. That's too boring. I just want to be a silly nut. I know I never went to school, kindergarten school, or anything else. I never allowed myself to be programmed. I programmed myself, my choice, not what somebody wants to ram down my throat. I ran away from school all the time. Kindergarten, no, no, no. So my parents over time gave up and got a tutor. His name Mr. Volamy from England. So he would share my self-learning process and support what I was doing. Interesting person. Because I went to North Shore College. This is going back in warp drive time, you know? On Queens Road. I wonder if there's anything written up about it on the internet or something like that. It's interesting. I should talk about the old times. I'm still a child, you know. Still a kid. I'm of legal age, yes, that's okay, but Wow. I mean, North Shore College, I remember Mr. Volamy, Mr. Winspear was the principal, and he used a white cane on my little white butt. Smack, smack. I did something naughty. But at night, you stay there at night too. But I just crawl out the window and go down the fire escape. Ha ha! I did. Not kidding. My parents gave up over time, and there was a place called Athlone School. What a weird name, huh? Athlone School. Wow. So I went there for a week and took off. What other crazy places I've been? Mention a bunch of weird things just because they're in history, and somebody might remember something. I don't know. Oh, my sister and I used to go to Channel 8 dance parties, like American Bandstand, the Canadian version of it. That was called Channel 8 Dance Party. Anybody out there from Channel 8 Dance Party? Woohoo! What else? Hollywood Hospital, where the LSD treatment for my mother. Dr. McFarlane and Dr. McLean. Does that ring any bells? What was that guy? Errol Flynn? Errol Flynn? That was not the wrong name. Somebody did talk of upper, North Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Flynn? No. Anyway, died up there in British Properties. Talk of everybody around town and only doctors and things. I think it was Earl Flynn or something like that. Anyway, North Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, British Properties, Snob Hill. My buddy, Bill McDonald and I would always do the same weird, funny things a long time ago. Hung out together quite a bit. His dad was a member of Parliament. I was up in his house, and it's very interesting people up in Snob Hill. But Billy McDonald and I love raiding scrapyards and looking for stuff and doing crazy things like trying to make a scrap company. Can you imagine that? We had a torch and an old beat up truck that kind of got us there, and we used the torch to burn up stuff, cut metal up and drop it down in this truck. It was pretty exhausting work, and after about a month, we decided to take his truck. He is the one that initiated, not me, and let it go run off down the hill, off into the canyon, Lynn Valley Canyon. So the truck, Bill said, "Get ready to jump." I said, "Okay." So he's doing this and that, and I got the door open, and I got out, and then his truck went way down on its own down the hill and off into the canyon. Ha 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 ha. Oh yeah, it was crazy stuff. It was fun stuff. A lot of fun. Oh yeah, I keep mentioning Riverview. Of course, I'm gonna say I had a lot of fun, a lot of sex and psychological talking, and then basically just simply relaxation exercise was my treatment. And I hung on to the Valium. I wanted my Valium. They said you don't need it, and I said, well, I might need it. So I got into a situation where I always had Valium. Now it's Xanax. That's a long time ago. Jesus Christ. Xanax. I take a very small amount of Xanax. Dr. Leslie Soylem got me on that. So I'm trying to stick in Edgemont Village. Ever hear of that? Edgemont Village. Where I grew up, actually. But before that, I was in, by Austin Taylor's mansion. Marguerite Street, Vancouver, Canada. Right behind Austin Taylor's mansion. It's going to be curious if I get any comments on these different names I keep coming up with. They probably don't exist, And if you look up Hollywood Hospital, New Westminster, it shows a little bit. another place. Johnny Cedar was teacher to me on machining and machine tools. He's somebody that was worked in the shipyards. His whole house, his whole life was like he's still living in the 40s. But he helped me out a lot with his unique way of teaching things. Taught me how to pour Babbitt. That's bearing material. Babbitt. Dr. Babbitt. Dr. Babbitt. So that was Johnny Cedar. My mind is free associating, so I'm trying to keep it in a time frame though. Oh wow. Yeah, so it was that time. When did I start cross-dressing? At a very early age. My mother was very into it. She helped me get dressed up, and my dad thought it was great. And Billy Ross, a boyfriend of mine, took photographs. Billy Ross at the same time took photographs of Gene Roddenberry of Star Trek, way before the motion picture came out. It was up in Vancouver at BC Stadium, or the Pacific National Exhibition. So, yeah, I swing both ways. It doesn't bother me any. I mean, it's just the way it is. I mean, people make up gods and religious junk. And all this nonsensical gibberish that it's not true. It's the way it is. It's like how life is just, there's no God, come on. That's just made up human stuff a long time ago. Just like how Donald Trump makes up stuff and it becomes a big nightmare. There's no problems. That's a little EVO. I'll let him in a little later on, but yeah, I like Donald Trump's nonsensical stuff he makes up all the time. There's no problem at the border. It's all bullshit. Plus everything out of their mouths is mostly bullshit. It's just the power for power. Anyway, so it's interesting. So why is sex taboo? Why can't a lady show her breasts on YouTube? Why is that? Tell me that. Or a male showing off his bodini. Why does that freak people out? Is it related to religion or some other crazy shit? I like doing this self-analyzation and analyzing situations. Aliens? No. There's life out in space, of course. It's so vast, and there's so many directions a race could go to in different areas looking for others. It's truly amazing how vast space really is. If there are aliens, they'd probably study and laugh. I don't know if they laugh. Who knows? A whole system of genetics brought up on a different world with a different sun with different luminosity properties, different revolutions of the planet itself. Do they sleep or do they not sleep? Is there any really advanced hyperdrive race out there, or maybe not? I don't know. I guess it's sensations sometimes. It's something way above instrumentality and biology, actually. Now, it's interesting that the ravens here in Willits, California, they tend to follow me around. If I go outside, they start talking, and I talk back to them, okay? It's the same group, a few sunny days here, besides all the rain. Same group of ravens, same voice. And they'll get on the roof and look at me and stare at me and talk. Also follow me. When Nancy goes to the post office, they fly right over. Because they're way up there, they can see the movement of the car, you know. I've done that many times. Well, looking forward to when it really gets warm. I'll be out there sunbathing. I have a lot of communications with the Mr. EVO and the Ravens. So I'm supposed to have been back in, where was I talking about? The 60s. Oh yeah, okay. A long time ago. You want to hear about what? I heard that. Oh, really? Oh, it was my first adventure was, I think, about 10 or 12. I mean, I really got hot and worked on certain things so hard, even got blisters. Well, actually, no, I was 5 years old. Something inspired me to get amorous. I don't think I should talk about that time frame. That was 5. And then been amorous ever since. Hmm. So if yeah, I've been amorous. Oh, I think it was both female and male. I first had my unique little adventures. I'm mostly I can't call it passive. My mind was wandering around in my apartment with all the interesting visitors I had. Holy mackerel, did I ever? Wink, wink. I think about it now, it's like, holy moly, I had that many. Female and male. Very enjoyable. Sure learned a lot. That little soldier stands up pretty straight, boing, and when you're having loads of fun like I like having, the little soldier stands up tall. Of course, I studied biology as well and psychology and what really transpires. I never desired to have children. I wouldn't want that. No. Not into family. Not into family stuff like that, or cars, or money, or making money, or any no, never. When I went to North Shore College in a little suit with a tie, I found the tie handy for pulling an old motor down Queens Road to where I live. Other than that, it's self-taught. And I really don't believe a lot of things. And I got a little voice that says, "That's true. That's not true. That's true. That's not true." It's kind of cool. It's just, I see things, that I can get ideas that I go to town on, and luckily for tools and machinery, I can make them. I had a lot of experience, so I didn't go to school. I have no, and thank God I never got programmed. I forget how I learned to write, but I write atrociously, of course. But even my emails are pretty. It's strange, but oh well. It depends on my mood. If I'm bored and that little finger, I still do one finger. Well, they did communications with one finger a long time ago. Sometimes two fingers. Morse code. It's awesome. So when I see people texting with their phone, I think of Morse code. You could just have everybody learn Morse code and you just have one finger and one button to press. Yeah, it'll work. Come on, guys, get with the program, right? Let's see if I... This is called dynamic tension. That was Charles Atlas and dynamic tension. I tried. I got bored doing exercising, so the best exercising is fast rep rate, no strenuous activity too much. So I did that since all the way up to when I went to work on the warship, because I got a lot of physical activity doing that, so I didn't have time really to do anything like exercise. I had an obligation to my clients who paid me a lot of money for making power units for them, and also giving demonstrations of the levitation stuff for TV people. A lot of it you've never seen. It's all still in files. There's a lot of stuff you have never seen. But it's all recorded, and it's on a zip drive, and I got the originals up there on the wall. About 300, I don't know if you can see them from here, but probably not. 300 video cassettes. And I play them on a video recorder I have here, and an old black and white TV. Now look at this. I don't remember that scene or remember this. Oh, wow, that was cool. I was best somebody you can trust gets a whole zip drive or whatever you call it of all the videos and documents of mine. I'm sort of stuck in this frame of people think, oh yeah, well, a lot of stuff you don't know about me, and all the stuff I did is being recorded. So anyway, that was interesting times. I'm lucky George Jack Houck of McDonnell Douglas gave me a copy of his visit with me for a couple of days. Is that 85 now? Yeah, wow, 85 and 90 and 2, wow. I tried to get a copy of the Canadian government report, but they assured my member of parliament, Chuck Cook, that it's a matter of national security, so I never got anything. That's weird how all that works, you know. And that's in Canada now. In the USA, I wanted to get reports on UFOs for Ian Film. They were very helpful in that, and they sent me thousands of reports. I kept a few, the rest are tossed in the garbage, because the few I kept seemed to be a real situation. So anyway, I'm talking. What time is it? I might have to look at time and come back to this. Let's see.